What's up, everybody? Welcome to Play and Trade TV. We're coming to you live on the net at pnttv.com. My name is Mark. And Chris, how are you, man?
What's up, Mark? Love talking about old franchises and classic ones at that.
Oh, classic.
Even if I'm not totally into them, still love talking about them.
Of course.
Always a good conversation.
Yep. Well, coming up on the show this week, we will be chatting about the Legend of Zelda series. And later on in the show, we're talking about the positive effects of gaming. And I'm going to let you know why I got to catch them all. Nice.
Yes, again.
Well, let's get into our game of the week. And this week, it is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. It's available on the 3DS. And of course, it's coming to us from Nintendo. And this past week, because of this very game, I went out and purchased a 3DS.
This is your purchase. Like, you had to get a 3DS to play this game.
To play this game.
Which does not surprise me because you're a Zelda freak. You know, this is, and especially like Ocarina of Time, like whenever you talk about Zelda, this is the one you're always talking about.
I mean, this is the, classic Zelda game. I mean, of course, there's the old NES one. I mean, even Link to the Past on the SNES was great. But this game, to me at least, totally propelled this franchise forward. I mean, Ocarina of Time, especially now on the 3DS, playing through it again, stands the test of time. And what they've done on the 3DS, they've added new visuals. I mean, obviously, it's in 3D. The game was actually built from the ground up again by this company called Grezzo.
Wow.
And they made the graphics a little bit better. And they've added the functionality that the 3DS has in terms of the gyroscope and all that, where when you aim with the slingshot, you actually are literally pointing around the room. I mean, at any point, you can even just hit the camera button and just look around the dungeon. Right. It's so neat to do that, man, on the 3DS.
I know, but so when you're just sitting at home, like on your couch, and like your wife's watching TV, and she looks over, and you got the 3DS like behind you.
I do. I'm in the Temple of Time. I've just actually became Adult Link or Teen Link, whatever you want to call them, and I'm just in the Temple of Time, looking around, like just looking all over, because it's so neat to do that, man. I don't know what it is. It's crazy.
If you can sum up 25 years of Zelda history in just like a minute or so, like what is it about the whole Zelda franchise? Because I'm not huge into it, but I totally, absolutely, 100% respect it. You cannot deny what this franchise is.
No, you can't, man. And
but just what is it? Is it the players? Is it the adventures? Is it?
The only thing I can really think of it has to be the adventure, because, and just looking at games of late that I've been playing, is think of like Dragon Age or even to Mass Effect. You're always this grizzled guy just going on this epic quest, blood, guts, that's where a lot of the action RPGs have gone today. And to go back and play a game where you're just this young adventurer going on this magical quest, it brings you back to just that level that it's so much fun. And the mystique that it has, the music, all of that is what encompasses Zelda, I think. And actually, this past week, I went out to a Play and Trade and asked some local players there the same question. So check this out. All right, man, so why do you like Zelda?
I like Zelda because it's really in-depth, it takes you a long time to beat, and it's one of the games that got me into Zelda.
All right, man, so why do you like Zelda?
Because it's the best game ever made. It has the coolest weapons. It's long, it's not short. The levels, the bosses.
So everything about Zelda is why I like Zelda, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so show everybody what you have here.
We've got a mint condition Legend of Zelda 1 complete in box for the original Nintendo.
I don't even know what to say. Where did you get that?
I got it here at Play and Trade.
Really? Just somebody just came in off the street and just said, hey, I don't want this?
A guy came in with 5 or 6 original Nintendo games in the boxes, traded them all in at once.
Wow. Are you ever going to open it?
It's been opened, yes.
Has it been played?
Yes, it has.
Really? Are you a big Zelda fan?
It's my favorite game franchise.
Really? Why do you like Zelda?
Zelda was the first RPG I ever played, and it's what got me hooked on RPGs. It redefined epic gaming.
What's your favorite Zelda game?
Ocarina of Time, by far. It's not even close.
Not even close? Why is that?
I don't know. It's just the best game ever made, and I absolutely love it.
So as you can see, a lot of people like Zelda. I'm not the only one. Tons of people
not surprised. So when we got back from E3, we posted the question, what are people most excited about? Plain and simple. How many comments did we get on Skyward Sword?
We did. I mean, I was surprised by that. Like, I mean, I didn't realize that many people were really looking forward to the game.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, you're surprised initially because of all, like, the classic games that are there. Like, the ones you said, I don't want to say classic, but games that people like now.
Right.
Like Rage and BioShock.
Skyrim.
You think that Exactly. And then no, like you just said in the previous segment, like people like old classic games, and Zelda's no different. So people
Yep.
are going to be excited to play this game, including you, which you got some hands on.
I did, yeah.
E3.
Last year I played it and got to fight a boss and kind of feel out all the new mechanics. But this year I just got to play someone through a little bit of a dungeon. And the whole thing with this game is they're using Wii Motion Plus. One of the enemies I fought was this beetle that you whack him with your sword. You couldn't really do anything. And to defeat him, he was almost a little puzzle. You had to jab the Wiimote forward, flip it up like you were flipping him over, like flipping a burger. And then once you did that, it stood him up, and then you would battle him like that. So it seems like every enemy has their own little puzzle to it. And that's kind of where it's going. And, of course, I'm sure it's going to be a classic Zelda game. You're going to have the boomerang. You're going to have bombs. I mean, last year we were messing with the bombs, and you were actually using Wii Motion Plus to bowl the bombs at different things. And they've blended the art style of, seems like, Twilight Princess with Wind Waker. It's not necessarily cell shaded, but it kind of is. Kind of has this pastel washed out look to it. So we'll see. I mean, it's coming later on. Holiday is what they're saying right now. There is no date, but
Now here's the big question mark.
Yep.
Are you going to buy the gold Wii Motion Plus?
No. And they're actually making, there's going to be a sword attachment for that too. I think that you can put it. And isn't it actually gold plated? It's not just like gold. I think there's actually like a expensive gold plated Wiimote that's coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I just thought it was gold. I didn't know if it's going to, cost you your firstborn to buy this thing. I just thought it was gold.
No. So, of
awesome.
course, Zelda is awesome. Check out The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D if you own a 3DS, or if you love the series, go out and buy a 3DS and check out the game because it is awesome. Well, Chris, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, again, we're going to be talking about the positive impact of gaming and why I need to catch them all. So we'll be back right after this.
Rated M for mature.
All right, so welcome back, and right now I want to get into a little bit of the positive effects of gaming, and the reason I want to do this is you always hear about the negative effects, and on this show we're about the fun of games, right?
Absolutely.
And not only are games fun, but they can even have a positive impact on your life.
Right.
And the reason I say this is over the past week, my son and I have been playing Pokemon, and well.
I'm glad you threw yourself into that because you're playing it maybe more than he is.
I'm actually at work thinking about Pokemon, man.
God.
But I mean, my son for the past, been about a month and a half, he's been playing Pokemon. And my son's not even 5. So let me start that off. And the fact that he is reading and learning the story in this game, he's using logic in terms of, fire is beat by water and that, and even math, he's learning the hit points and all that.
Right.
I'm amazed. And you don't ever, like I said, hear the positive effects of gaming. And here's my son playing a game that a lot of parents look at and say, oh, it's Pokemon. The kid's playing the DS again. Well, you know what? My wife and I are embracing the fact that my son is learning from Pokemon.
I think more people should. I think we just like getting negative stories in the United States. So they want to push negative stories, and the positive ones don't sell as much. But the positive stories, there's thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of them. And you don't hear about them, and it's sad because video games are always going to have that stigma where they're negative and they're not learning anything. Totally false. Your kid is a perfect example. I even have a little cousin. I go over there. She's always playing the Wii. We played Mario Kart, and she has beaten me easily. I crash a lot, but she has beaten me fair and square. Yeah. And they just, my aunt and uncle, just like you, they embrace it. They're like, no, it's a good learning tool. She's not killing anybody in a game. It's not. Yep. They police what she plays, which obviously I'm sure you do, being a good father that you are.
Right.
So you have to, it's a part of our society. It's not going anywhere. Embrace it. It's a powerful thing.
Yeah, but even looking at games, even shooters and that. I mean, here you're saying, playing violent games. And granted, I don't want my son seeing all these violent images and language and that. But you know what? I'll be honest. Him and I have played Halo Reach together.
Yeah.
And seeing him be able to, I mean, we haven't played it in a while, but trying to use his hand-eye coordination in that to play the game, give him a little bit of time. He's going to get it. Right. And, you know, you even look at games now, like think of Rock Band. Rock Band, not only is it bringing families together, I mean, how much fun is it to play Rock Band with family and friends and all that, but also it's getting young people interested in music that, number one, they wouldn't have been interested in, but it's making so many people want to get out there and learn to play a musical instrument, right? I mean,
and even the music that you can play, and the music today, let's not really get into that, but it's just bringing a whole new age group into older classic music, and like you said, learning to play. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have tried to pick up a real guitar and didn't go so well for you, but for some it really got them more interested in a musical instrument. And where's the negative in that? I failed to see the negative in that. So
I mean, what's crazy too is you even see the Wii being used in nursing homes for rehabilitation.
You do.
I mean, think about it. Prior to the Wii, not that there weren't a lot of people playing games, but the demographics for games have changed so much. And honestly, it's so much fun to play games now with people who weren't gamers before. I mean, I love going over to my parents' house. I always bring it up. Going to my parents' house and playing the Wii. It is so much fun to do that. You know,
and even Wii Fit. Look at Wii Fit. You know, now you can get in shape playing a video game.
Even Kinect. Look at Kinect. I mean, I'm sitting here. I have my Kinect here in the shot. If you can see it there. It's so much fun to see people get in front of that camera and just jump around. It's a blast, man. And on top of that, you're also getting exercise out of it. Right. And you know, we're starting to see the trend, I think, switch a little bit now, where a lot of people are seeing the positive side of games, and I just hope people embrace it, not only for the fun of it, but just what games can do for each other. And if you see the ticker on the bottom of the screen here going by, we asked this past week all our viewers here to send us the positive impact that games have had on their life, and there are a lot of different things that people are saying, coming from all different walks of life. And you know, that's what this show is about. It's about the fun of games and just the positive of games, and I love that our viewers are picking up on that. I just hope Ubisoft makes some more breathing games, because that really brings that's good. Breathing games or laser tag games, man. Battle tag, which we didn't see. Actually, I loved in our E3 shot when we were there right before the press conference. I'm like, give me more battle tag. Battle tag 2 and Battle tag 1 never even came out. No more. I don't know. That's something. I don't know if it came out or if it I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Crazy. Remember that? It was like, you plugged it into your PC, this adapter, and then you'd run around in your house or outside and just shoot each other and play laser tag. Crazy. Hey, you're off the couch. Everybody's like, when you play video games, you got to get off the couch. You're off the couch at least. Is that a video game though? How do you classify battle tag? I don't know. I don't know. Not video game. Fun. I guess it's just a fun bring people together. The positive impact of games. Let's say right there. So, all right, man. Well, let's wrap it up. You know, as always, you can send us your emails to play@pnttv.com. Tell us the positive impact games has had on your life. Like I said, the ticker on the bottom has been streaming it here this whole second half of the show. But let us know, because we love to see these stories. It's so great. And, of course, you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/playandtradetv. Or you can always follow us on Twitter @playandtradetv. So, Chris, next week we're looking for more games to chat about. I think next week we're going to be previewing Metro 2033 Last Light, because that seems to be a game that a lot of people are picking up on, and you and I both. Absolutely. But a lot of people like it, but it seems like it was under the radar for some reason. Yeah, well, I think it should have got more. I think you could probably list like 7 or 8 reasons in terms of 7 or 8 other games that totally just took the show over, right? I got you. Yeah. So all right. Well, with that, we'll catch you next week. Have fun.